広がる闇の中交わし合った革命のちぎり誰にも邪魔させるわけにはいかないから
We all know what anime is like, right? If it's not super giant robots, fighting tournaments, or the supernatural, it's a sleazy love triangle in some high school setting, or if not, a combination of the four. The main character is always a lovable loser, a goody two-shoe who fights for all good, or a depressed ladyboy complaining about his hairdo in the morning. Once in a while, though, an anime comes along that really does something new to stand out from the crowd and really does make you think. And no, I am not talking about animes like Evangelion unless you count thinking as getting your mind sexually assaulted by a man who can only speak out of his anus. Death Note is an anime that fits this description nicely. An anime that doesn't need super-powered fights or giant robots to be entertaining, proving that all you need to make a great show is a notebook that can kill, a death god that has way too much spare time in his hands, and a rivalry between two boys in their eternal mission to either kill each other or toss each other off. The story goes something like this. A black notebook with the power to kill, predictably entitled Death Note, is dropped from the Shinigami world into the human world with a big sign next to it saying, "Oh, I hope no one picks me up and tries to use me for world domination, nudge nudge wink wink," and in the end is picked up by our main protagonist, Light Yagami. That's I'm a gay spelled backwards. A week later, Light is visited by the Shinigami who dropped it, a guy named Ryuk, one ugly son of a bitch who looks like a cross between Russell Brand, Alice Cooper, and the Joker. He sort of looks like someone told him the secret to eternal youth, but lied. At any rate, it seems that Light wants to rid the world of evil by killing off criminals and becoming Mr. I am the law! All in the name of justice, apparently. So in the end we have our protagonist Light, who has a notebook that can kill with only a name and a face, accompanied by one fuck-ugly death god, with an OCD super detective teenager with the alias L trying to catch them. Not your typical anime concept, is it? Now, Death Note was a very interesting anime. It's an anime that really requires you to use your brain, which makes its popularity a mystery to me, since, from my careful observations of YouTube, I can only conclude that about 90% of the internet is populated by a bunch of retarded imp monkeys with half a brain and can only speak through silly acronyms and badly spelled English. Don't worry, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the guy next to you. You know, that guy wearing that Naruto headband, scuffing down Pocky and tossing off to hentai? Yeah, that guy. Anyway, I really enjoyed Death Note. It was an anime that constantly kept me guessing until the end. It always seemed to be one step ahead of me, and it always flaunted the fact that it was smarter and sharper than me, the smug bastard. But that's okay, since there are times where I just had to sit back, admire, and just applaud the intelligence of the whole show. It's just like watching the most interesting game of chess ever played. Well, that is until a third player is introduced and fucks everything up by talking about makeup and boyfriends. But let's not get on that. I also just loved the rivalry between L and Light. I mean, on the outside they were just the best of buddies, when they were secretly trying to kill each other. But we all know they loved each other really, and I was just waiting for the moment where they just stopped arguing, looked at each other, and just kissed. Okay, I'm just kidding. The series never actually mentions that they are gay, and there were certainly no gay overtones in it either.
Here, you're still soaked. I'm sorry.
And no, yaoi fangirls, I don't want to fucking hear it. I still can't help but laugh though, since the anime does take itself too seriously. It tries to make every scene as epic as possible, and sometimes backfires with unintentional comedy gold. Don't get me wrong, the scenes that are done well are as epic as they can be, but I never thought I'd see the day where I went out of watching an episode thinking, man, now that was some epic potato chip eating, before prominently laughing to myself at the whole ridiculousness of the scene.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
You know what? I couldn't help but notice that even the potato chip eating fetish that the series has even slipped to the live action version.
ぜひあなたの頭脳をお貸しください。一緒にキラーを捕まえましょう。
I also find it amusing that absolutely everything in this anime is analysed to the bone. Like how an entire fucking episode is spent on analysing a tennis game between L and Light. Personally, I was waiting for the episode where L analyses the logistics of Light taking a dump. Sadly, that never came. All in all, Death Note is probably one of the most interesting animes I've ever seen. It will keep you on the edge of your seat and occasionally pushes you off. The animation is great, the soundtrack is absolutely amazing, and it probably features one of the greatest rivalries in animes. But in the end, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, because ultimately, they all lose to the star and real main character of this show, Matsuda. Overall, I give this anime a 9 out of 10.
夢を見て